I am going to inform you about Walt Disney World's famous Orlando theme park, the creator and the magic inside the attraction. Happiest place on earth, where all your dreams come true. Some of the many phrases you'll hear when talking about Disney World. Many people attend this attraction yearly, creating fond memories they'll never forget. Walt Disney World was not built overnight. In fact, it took a lot of planning and dedication to get the notorious tourist attraction up and running. In my life, I have experienced the world of Disney over 8 times. Through all my visits, I have come to notice that the meaning of this park is so special. Each time I come back, I see the updated renovations, the new ideas, and the expansion of each park. To get a better understanding of the park and how it's gotten to where it is now, we will cover these topics: the creator, the location in detail, and the different parks inside. Let's take a further look at the man who started this all. Walter Elias Disney is the man to thank for making the world of Disney become a reality. According to Walt Disney biography, he loved drawing and painting at a young age. He put his love for arts into his later careers, where he worked for many art studios and film companies. That's how he learned to do animation. After a while, the camera came out, and when he became familiar with the camera, he opened up his own animation business. He made laugh-o-grams, which were shown at many theaters. It was very popular even in the midst of Depression. Soon after, he owned his own studio with his brother. Laugh-o-grams is what it was called. They made 7-minute fairy tales called Alice in Cartoonland. In 1923, however, the business went bankrupt. Soon after, though, they got enough money and they moved to Hollywood. That's where he created his first character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. However, Oswald was later stolen because the copyright didn't exist yet. But don't worry, because he already had another character coming into play, Mickey Mouse. Little did he know, by the New York Times, Mickey would become a symbol of the unconquerable, chipper American spirit in the depths of a depression. He's also known for his Steamboat Willie and Steamboat Symphony, where he created many other characters, such as Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, and Pluto. After his success behind the camera, he opened up his own theme park, Disneyland, in 1955. It was located in Central California. It was a huge success that entertained tourists around the world. Sadly, however, Disney was diagnosed with lung cancer in 1966. He died the same year on December 15th. Before his death, he began to plan for a new theme park, one he would call Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow in sunny Florida. Although Walt has long since been gone, it's what he left behind that paved the way for his afterlife success. After his death, his brother Roy prevailed Walt Disney's plans of the Florida theme park. It opened up in 1971 under the name Walt Disney World. Disney World is an all-year tourist attraction for people all over the world. Disney World is of such abundant size. It occupies land in Orlando, Florida. He did much research as to where he would buy the property, and they decided Florida would be the best place. Harmoniously, Joy Case states that Disney Company purchased 27,243 acres of land, costing roughly about $5 million. Now he owns about 37,000 acres of land. Schellinger and Testa have found that Walt Disney World has around 62,000 employees or cast members, making it the largest single-site employer of the United States. People employed by Disney Company take on the roles as cast members because they must act the part. They are required to bring the magic to life for each visitor. Above all, it's what was done with the land that brought the enchantment to life. The magic starts when you take your first steps into one of the 4 theme parks. First, let's start with Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, a childhood's dream. It's the most visited park. Inside the park lies 6 magical lands. According to Fedora's travel book, it states that the 6 lands are Main Street USA, Adventureland, Frontierland, Liberty Square, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland. Magic Kingdom may be geared towards the young, but it's anything but a kiddie park. There is something for everyone to enjoy. In Main Street USA, you are set in a Victorian-style buildings. Here you are greeted by the morning train, where the characters perform for your grand entrance. This is full of many shops for you throughout the park. As you leave Main Street USA, you enter an Adventureland. Adventureland is known to make you feel as if you're set foot in Thailand, Africa, or the Caribbean. Here you can take a break on the Jungle Cruise or visit the Enchanted Tiki Room. A few steps further and you're set back in the mid-19th century, back in the Wild Wild West. You are greeted with cast members in checkered shirts and cowboy hats. In the air, among the screams of the passengers on the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, you'll be able to hear the fiddle and banjo music play. Ding, ding, ding. Listen closely and you'll hear the sounds of the Liberty Bell back in Liberty Square. Here, take a minute to notice the colonial history, where you could take a break from the Florida heat and visit the Hall of Presidents, taking you back many decades. After you enjoy the President's show, take a stroll across the bridge, where you'll find yourself in Fantasyland. Walt Disney called this a timeless land of enchantment. In clear view, you have made your eyes set on the stunning Cinderella's castle. Kay stated that the castle took 18 months to build and over 9,000 workers to build it. Here in Fantasyland, many of the rides and shops are based on Disney's animated movies, old and new, such as Dumbo, Peter Pan's Flight, and Prince Charming's Carousel. Soon after leaving Fantasyland, you will be welcomed into a futuristic city known as Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is full of neon lights and robots. Tomorrowland was sculpted as a sci-fi scientist had envisioned it as it would be today in the 1920s and 30s. Be sure to take a ride on the Astro Orbiter or take a break at Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. After a long day at Magic Kingdom, be ready to experience the original inspiration for Walt Disney. Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow, better known as Epcot. In Epcot, you'll get to experience two areas, Future World and the World Showcase. Future World was built to demonstrate technological advances through the innovative shows and attractions, such as Mission to Space, Soarin', where you'll pay yourself through many remote locations, virtually that is. After your future experience, be ready to encounter more cultures than you see in one day. Nowhere but Epcot can you can visit a dozen countries in one day. The countries you'll come to face are Canada, United Kingdom, France, Morocco, Japan, America of course, Italy, Germany, China, Norway, and Mexico. At each one you'll be enlightened with the different cultures. Thereafter, touring places around the world, wander over to a place where you can get behind the cameras, Disney's Hollywood Studios. Here in Hollywood Studios, you're the one who feels as though you are on the set of one of your favorite movies. The attractions here are to allow you to be the star in the movies, such as the Great Movie Ride or Animation Courtyard, where you could take a voyage with the Little Mermaid. Or walk on down the streets of America, where you can witness an amazing stunt show or be a part of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Where else could someone go on vacation and experience a behind-the-scenes moment? Finally, we are at our last and final park, Animal Kingdom, centered around the Tree of Life. Fedora's travel guide explains, at 403 acres and several times the size of Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom is the largest area in the Florida theme park. Just like in Epcot, where you can visit almost a dozen countries, here at Animal Kingdom you can visit and explore many habitats. In the Oasis, you're in the middle of the rainforest, while Asia, you're set in an Asian village fighting the Kali River Rapids. In Africa, explore the grasslands while you ride on the Kilimanjaro Safari and get close-up pictures of the wildlife at its finest, from elephants to crocodiles and everything in between. Sure, you might enjoy the Oasis, Africa, and Asia, but how would you feel to go to a land before our time? Yes, that's right, Dino Land, USA. In Dino Land, dig in the sand and look for your own dino bones and fossils, or take a spin on the primeval world. The point of all this is each park is depicting the realism of each theme, and you feel as if you're part of all the magic. In conclusion, One Man's Dream became a long-lasting memory for many people, young and old, around the world. Behind Disney's gates awaits a memory you'll be sure to never forget, and possibly pass down to the younger generation when you get a chance. Rachel Schenkel couldn't have said it better. But the most significant thing Walt Disney made was a good name for himself. I hope you have a better understanding of the magic behind Walt Disney World, whether it's about its creator, Walt Disney, or the location in Florida, or even the parks that await inside. Michael Poole said, even after death, Walt Disney is still stimulating the imaginations of millions over the world. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and listening to my speech.